Hey everybody, my name is RoBlankspace. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Here again with some more Clash of Queens. Get lots and lots of messages from folks. Blank, how do we beat this alliance? How do we position ourselves better? How do we do these sort of things? So I wanted to start telling you guys a couple of the tricks that we've used in the past that you can use too, so that you can finally stick it to that group or that alliance that's been really beating you up here. So I'm gonna pick a random group here. All right. So let's say we're gonna go attack this alliance K, right? And let's say we really don't like them. They've got a level 30. The level 30's always farming us, and every time we go to sleep, they're coming to attack us at the same time. I've heard this story a million times from folks. Blank space, what do? I'm gonna give you my two biggest tricks here. And before I get into this, I'm gonna tell you now. You better go hit the thumbs up, share with your alliance. If you're tired of whatever alliance, wherever in the world they may be, kicking your butt, this is gonna help you either turn it around or force them to put you at peace. So a lot of people have alliances that they're fighting that have one or two big castles, right? Like for me, I'm a big castle. I'm a level 30. I'm a level 30 castle. I'm almost level 50 lord. I can be a scary dude, right? Especially when I walk around with 300,000 gold and I can get grumpy. The thing is, you don't face people head on. If you ever played Clash of Kings, it was the same way in Dragon Campaign. You didn't attack the big guys first. You might try to pin them down with a rally that you canceled eventually, but you don't want to face the biggest guys on head on. What you want to do is just like throughout history, guerrilla warfare. So we have this alliance here, K, right? We don't like them. What we do is we find out where in the world they're from. As you can see, these guys are from Japan. And then you plan out when they are asleep. 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Most people are asleep at that time. And you plan 5 or 6 castles to go and attack them. But you have to attack smart. You don't attack the big level 30 castle. You don't rally the big level 30 castle. You don't do that. You start with their farms, because farms are the easiest thing to knock over. You wipe out their farms, right? You rally a couple of their smaller castles just for fun and wipe them out and zero them, right? If you continue to do this, they will eventually ask for peace. Not because the big guys can't fight it, but because enough of their members will say, hey, we're getting beat up. It's not fair. I lost my farms. You never fight the big guy. You fight his friends first. It's kind of like if you walk into a bar, you see this big jack dude, you're not going to go for him first. No, you pick on his 3 other buddies who can help out, and then 5 or 6 of you jump the big dude. That's how it works. Works in the game same way. So you go in, you find out where their farms are, you find out, and especially you really want to send a message, find out where their biggest guys' farms are and empty them for them. You go in, you make sure that they haven't, burned them recently. You give a scout out, and for those of you who do this spy espionage stuff, have a castle that's not associated with anybody. Scout it, right? Find out how much is in there. Then you send your guys. You sneak attack, you blitzkrieg on in, you nail it, you suck all the resources out, you get your upgrades going so that even if you got hit, your upgrades are going, your walls going, your castle's going, you get that big research because you just stole 20, 30, 40, 50 million resources that were sitting in these farms. That is how you will eventually get bigger alliances to say, yo man, we want some peace. Okay? Now, on the other side of that, if this is what's happening to you, you have to be better at keeping your farms empty. What I found out is that a lot of Chinese, Japanese, Indonesian, Russians will leave their farms just full, and they will only take from them when they're getting ready to upgrade. Don't do that. If you're trying to be the better player in a better alliance, everybody has to empty their farms daily. And if they don't, what we used to do is we'll empty them for you. If your farm is not empty and you leave it out as a target, we'll empty it for you. Don't give away free resources. Don't give away free kills. Play smarter. That's how my alliances continue to thrive, as we've always played smarter. And let's say somebody decides to come and attack you. Let's say that big guy decides he's going to come attack you guys, right? If you're smart, what you'll do is you'll have, let's say he's attacking, let's see, this level 22 here, right? So let's say that the level 30 is coming and he's going to attack this level 22. What you do is you tell the 22 to leave in just enough troops that he can heal with his resources, right? So whether it's 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, and then you as an outside castle, you reinforce him for as much and your biggest troops that you can also cover inside of your hospitals. Why? Level 30 comes in, he hits your castle, he loses 30, 40, 50, however many thousand troops that are dead. Rest in peace, goodbye forever. And both of these castles right here are going to hit their, heal in their hospitals. They're going to speed it up. You regain your power, and that 30 is now down 300,000, 400,000, a million power. And they're going to continue to keep attacking. You just have to be able to beat out their resources, which can be difficult, but that's how you slowly whittle them down. Castles that hit reinforced castles are always going to find themselves eventually whittled down. Even the big guys, I'm telling you, even if the castle's got 50 million power, right, and he's hitting you guys, it's still costing him more because it's costing him dead troops. If there's one thing you learn on this video, dead troops cost more than troops you can heal. It's better to reinforce than it is to, it's better to be reinforced and to heal the troops, right? Yes, you spend 10 million food to heal 100,000 troops, but they're not dead. You didn't lose the investment of putting resources in. You didn't lose the time waiting for them to cook. You healed them back up. So it cost you 10 million and a couple speed ups to get your power back. Whoever's attacking you is now taking tens of thousands of troops that are now dead. Please don't forget that. So again, what do you do when that alliance is kicking your butt, right? Simple. Attack at opportune times, find out when they're sleeping, where they're from, attack their farms, attack their smaller castles, go in smaller groups, 5 or 6 of your bigger castles that have bigger troops, rally the bigger ones if you need to, and make sure that you, after you've attacked, you go back home, and when the counterattack comes, you make sure your farms are empty and that your castles are reinforced so that you win the battle of attrition. Eventually, if you're stealing their farms and you're attacking their low-level players, right? And they eventually are going to say, okay, we want some peace, man. They're going to have to. Because while the bigger castles like me, the other level 30s, we can take losses and we can come back from it, our lower level players are going to be the ones who are going to get frustrated and are going to quit. Alliances don't get to stand around forever if there's only 5 or 6 people playing, right? Again, my name is Real Blank Space. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have any comments or any of the alliances that you've beaten or had trouble with, put a comment down below and I'll make sure to get to it, as I always do. Good luck. It took us a lot of time in our kingdom to establish ourselves as a strong North American English-speaking alliance, especially in a game that's mostly catered to Chinese, Japanese, and even Russian big spenders. But if you work as a group and you work smarter, it only took us my alliance, when we first showed up, within the first month, we were attacked by 5 different alliances. I used the strategy I just told you now I must have robbed enough. I was 21 at the time, and I robbed enough to upgrade to 26 that weekend of kill event. And it was instant. This alliance wanted peace. This alliance wanted peace. This alliance wanted to be our friends. And it cost gold for me to do this. However, if you split that gold cost within a bunch of castles, it's not that bad. 5 or 6 teleports, 500, 600, 700, 800 million resources split between a couple of your guys that don't go to your enemies. And when you get attacked, you're able to use their resources to heal. Again, My name is Real Blank Space. This is Clash of Queens. I hope you had a good time. Please give this a thumbs up and share with your friends. I'll see you next time.